This is how to become a points millionaire in just 1 year using credit cards. Now, I know not everyone's situation is the same. With only one card on my Chase 524 status, I knew I could get there mainly through the use of business credit cards over the next year. I found a lot of value from YouTubers talking about business credit cards and all that they have to offer with their massive sign-up bonuses. Even if you're not in a similar situation to mine, I still think that you can use business credit cards to really achieve any goal that you have within the points and miles game. I've always been a little bit scared and certainly uneducated on credit cards, but particularly the business credit card side of things and how even as a sole proprietor, you too can sign up for business credit cards and take advantage of those massive sign-up bonuses. Whether it be in my full-time job or even in my personal life with my own personal finance, I've always been very analytical. So I'm not quite sure why I've waited all this time to really take advantage of all the benefits that you can get from credit cards. The final straw for me was using this to buy the engagement ring back in spring of 2024.
Yikes.
Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed gold status over the last 6 years or so just through my organic monthly spend with the old structure that the Delta Sky Miles was under. But with the changes that they made at the start of 2024, I knew it'd be impossible for me to maintain that status moving forward. But the benefits that I've been getting, like one free check bag, complimentary upgrades once in a while, or Sky Priority boarding, really pale in comparison to some of the other benefits that I've not been taking advantage of. Moving forward, I'll be shifting all of my spend both on the personal side and business side to other credit cards to really take advantage of some of the sign-up bonuses that are being offered right now. That brings me to my plans for this year and how I plan on becoming a points millionaire in just 12 months. Since the start of September, I've added a few different cards to my wallet, including first, the Built MasterCard. This helps me earn 3x back on restaurants, but mainly 1x back on rent, which is my second highest spending category. The most recent addition to my wallet has been the American Express Business Platinum card. With all the large spending that I've been doing, which I talked about in my last video about launching a few different businesses, I knew that I could hit the massive requirement of $20,000 in spend in just 3 months. But when I saw the targeted welcome offer of 250,000 Ultimate Rewards points, I couldn't pass it up. I've even been able to take advantage of some of the spending multipliers like 1.5x back on electronic goods retailers, as well as a couple of purchases greater than $5,000. Now I get my strategy that I'm using isn't going to work for everybody, especially with a card like the American Express Business Platinum. I may cancel this card after just 1 year, potentially downgrade. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do moving forward into 2025 and 2026, but please make sure to subscribe down below so that you don't miss any future updates on what's going on within my wallet, or just to follow along with us with our credit card strategy. Any like or subscribe would be greatly appreciated. But if you are able to get that targeted welcome offer like I did, there's no question 250,000 points will put me well on my way to becoming a points millionaire.
That is a lot of guacamole, a lot of the green.
One of the benefits that I will not be utilizing on that Business Platinum card is the Marriott Gold status. And that is because the next card that I added to my wallet is the Marriott Brilliant card. I was able to sign up at the start of October while that promotion was still going on for the limited time offer of 185,000 points after 6,000 in spend in the first 6 months. My fiance and I probably could hit that minimum spend requirement no problem with just our organic monthly spend, but with starting to put deposits down for vendors and even making some purchases for our wedding next fall, we were able to hit that minimum spend in just the first month. On top of the sign-up bonus, I also look forward to taking advantage of the Platinum Elite status, 2x back on all purchases, but the 3x back on restaurants also didn't hurt as we started to put some of those purchases on our card over the last month or so. Now, I know Marriott certainly does not have the best reputation, particularly within the points and miles game, for not having the best cent per point value when it comes to redemptions. Quite honestly, it doesn't even really compare to another hotel chain like Hyatt, where you can get well over 2 cents per point with any redemption when transferring out the transfer partners from your Chase Ultimate Rewards points. But there's just one problem with that.
I don't give a
Look, having a fiance that majored in hospitality, staying at Marriott properties quite often for my full-time job when we do travel, Marriott truly offers the best guest experience, whether that be the service, the cleanliness and quality of their hotels, or even just the vast amount of hotels that fall under the Marriott Bonvoy umbrella. I will take advantage of the Priority Pass Select membership, the $300 dining credit, as well as even potentially that $100 St. Regis or Ritz property, depending on where we go stay for our honeymoon. But really the thing that drew me most to this card was the 85,000 point free night award. Not only is that going to help us on our honeymoon, but really for years to come, from that free night award, as well as some of the credits that we may or may not use, I know that we can get positive value from this card every single year. The next card we plan on applying for in our two-player strategy is the American Express Gold card, which I actually don't have with me yet as we just applied the other day. I will be signing up as an authorized user under my fiance's account, just so that I don't have to pay an additional annual fee to hold that card as well. Although, as you're going to hear later on, I may even consider having her refer me to take advantage of an additional sign-up bonus. Through a friend referral link, we were actually able to find a 100,000 membership reward point sign-up bonus after $6,000 in spend in the first 6 months, as well as 20% back on restaurants up to $100 within the first 6 months as well. Similar to the Marriott Brilliant card, not only is this a great sign-up bonus, but really we see this as a keeper card moving forward for both of us potentially, as it earns 4x back on restaurants, 4x back on groceries, which are by far our two largest spending categories. In addition to that, I do know that we can take advantage of other credits that are offered with this card, like the $84 Dunkin' credit. We can easily take advantage of that Uber Cash credit as well, whether that be through Uber Eats or Uber Rides. And even the Resi restaurant credit, we actually luckily enough have a Resi restaurant located right in our apartment building. The only credit I don't see us using is really that credit for Grubhub or Five Guys that maybe we'll use a few times a year just to make sure that our effective annual fee is positive on this card. I also added the Chase Freedom Unlimited back in April of 2024 when they were offering 0% APR for the first 15 months. I really just wanted a safety net for me, knowing that if I really had to carry a balance from all these big purchases that I was making, whether it be for my business, which I was still spending on a personal card at the time.
Leslie, you are a panic.
But like I may have mentioned already, I'm very analytical. I've got several custom tools that I created for my own personal finance that I'd like to share with some of you out there eventually. And once I really laid out the numbers, I realized I didn't really have much use for this card. So outside of the 3x back on drugstores and 1.5x on all other purchases, this could end up being our catch-all card if we ever wanted to go the Chase Trifecta route and take advantage of the Chase Freedom Flex as well as the Chase Sapphire Preferred, which I'm actually also considering at the moment right now. So with the credit cards that we've recently added to our wallet, the Bilt MasterCard should net us around 43,000 points after 12 months just on spending on rent. With the Business Platinum card, we do expect to earn around 280,000 points with that huge sign-up bonus. American Express Bonvoy Brilliant card, we should earn around 206,000 points, which will go right into my Marriott account where I am a Platinum Elite member now. The American Express Gold card should net us around 195,000 points after that sign-up bonus, as well as earning 4x back on those top two categories that we have every month. And the Chase Freedom Unlimited card, I don't really expect to get much from this in terms of Chase Ultimate Rewards points at the moment, just given our current strategy with putting the majority of our spend on those other cards to hit those sign-up bonuses. But as we look ahead to the next few months, the velocity of our spend is only going to continue to increase. And as I mentioned before, if we do want to use that Chase Freedom Unlimited as our catch-all card, I would like to add a preferred card from the Chase ecosystem just to be able to transfer those points out to their transfer partners, which, lucky for us, does include Marriott. In about a month or so, I do plan on signing up for the Chase Inc. Business Preferred card to take advantage of the 90,000 point welcome offer right now after 8,000 in spend in the first 6 months, as well as earning 3x back on travel to stack that on top of the sign-up bonus with some business travel that I have planned early in 2025. Something I hadn't considered up until just this week was also adding the Chase Sapphire Preferred card to my wallet, as it's currently offering 60,000 bonus points as well as a $300 travel credit, and you get that massive welcome offer after just 4,000 in spend in the first 3 months. After hitting those sign-up bonuses, it would only put us at around 960,000 points combined between American Express and Chase. So the question is, did you really just get clickbaited by the new guy on YouTube?
Are you kidding me?
Well, that is really where anyone watching kind of comes into my own strategy. I'm really looking for some advice or some guidance on what card to add next, if I should go the Chase Preferred route with both the business and the personal cards, or if there's a different card and maybe even a different ecosystem that I'm not currently thinking about that could help us achieve our goal of being points millionaires in just 12 months. Now, we could easily hit that goal, whether it be just through spend on our Bonvoy Brilliant card, earning 2x back, or even the Chase Freedom Unlimited as our catch-all card. But as I've talked about, we have a lot of spend coming up, and I'd really like to continue taking advantage of as many sign-up bonuses as I still can while I'm under that Chase 524 rule. So leave a like and a comment down below telling me your thoughts on the strategy that we're currently following, or if you think there's a better route for us to take over these next few months and even into 2025 as well. I look forward to hearing from you down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.